Hey everyone, and welcome back to Esther NJ. I hope that you're doing very well. We're coming into the summer period of the year. This year has gone by so quickly, but I'm really hoping that you've enjoyed these 5 months thus far, and I'm really believing and expecting that the remaining year of 2023 is going to treat you as better as the former. In today's video, I want to speak about a topic that is very dear to me and very dear to a lot of us, and that is not sitting on your assignments. It means to not give up on your gifts, your talents, your skills, your ability to do something great. When you think about the seasons that you're in, you might be in a great season, you might be in an abundant season, you might be in a lack season, you might be in a quiet season. But regardless of all you're going through, it should never stop you from giving up on the assignment that you've been given to serve your community. I'll break it down. If you are working a 9 to 5 and you're frustrated because you think that you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're getting nowhere, learn how to lean into that and find out what you can do to improve your performance. Even if it's taking that bold step to have an appraisal with your management, discussing things that could be improved, not just for yourself, but also for your colleagues, your peers. If you can sense everyone's doing the same thing, there's no promotion, stagnation occurs. Find a way to break that stigma and make a difference. Don't just settle and think this is where I'm going to be forever, or clearly I can't see my way ahead because I've been given tasks upon tasks. There's so much that you need to do in that place of work. That's why you're there. And remember, you initially signed up for it as well. So take responsibility for the roles that you find and make it work. Any assignment that you get there, do it with joy. If you need help or clarity, speak to the management. Don't assume that hiding your head in the sand is going to be the answer. From a business perspective now, if you are thinking of diversifying and pivoting, that's great. But before you do that, why not take the time to find out what is working well in the business, what isn't working well in the business, and how you can incorporate both of these and improve it for the future. It's very important that we get to a stage, particularly as business owners, that we find out what our clients need and what we can do to improve our development and progress into business. Remember this, that business is a relationship between the client and the business, or in other words, the client and the owner. If you are to sit on your assignment, you know you're meant to be serving your clients at a specific time. They've paid for your service. You're coming late. Do you think they're going to refer you to someone else? No, they're not. Remember, your reputation is on the line when running a business, so you always need to be prompt and punctual. Make sure that your time management matches the client's expectation. And it's so important that when you're able to distinguish the two, you're really able to understand the assignment that you've been given. Now, when it comes to purpose, it has nothing to do with how much you earn. It's more to do with your obedience to the call. Having assignments and linking that to your purpose is so important. When you've been called for something greater than you and bigger than you, it takes a lot of grace and strength to fulfill that. And it can't be done by yourself. Some of us, we sit on our assignments because we think that we are doing it by ourselves. You might want to plan an event and you've got speakers in mind, but you don't know how to approach them. You don't know whether they're going to say yes or no. You don't know whether they're going to ask if it's going to be a paid speaking engagement because you don't know if you have enough to pay them. But when you think about it, what matters is your obedience to the call. You don't realize that when you take that big approach and when you reach out to them and you ask them for assistance, whether they demand something from you or not, you don't know that through that obedience, that's what brings the breakthrough. Through that obedience, that's what brings the open doors. Through that obedience, that's what brings the revelation of your assignments and what you've been called to do. Your assignments are not meant to make you feel comfortable. They're meant to make you pursue purpose, destiny, legacy. What is bigger than you that you are passionate about, that you are willing to invest more hours in? Those assignments won't complete itself. And I'm not necessarily focusing on coursework or homework, but it's your life. You are an assignment and you are on an assignment even now. Everything that we do, ladies and gents, is important. We are being watched whether we realize it or not. We have to make sure that we fulfill the calling that is in our lives, that we make sure that we fulfill it well and fulfill it on time. So as an aspiring or existing business owner, what are you doing right now to fulfill that purpose for your clients? Are you showing up? Are you being consistent? Are you being truthful? Are you being loyal? Are you learning how to pivot? And through that pivoting, are you learning how to use your current struggles to get you to the next level? Being on your assignment doesn't mean that you need to be perfect, but you need to be willing to change. You need to be open to constructive criticism. You don't need to hide those gifts and those talents because you don't think it's going to be in the right environment. You create the right environment for other people to find you. Sometimes waiting for the perfect moment is what is causing us to stay where we are and delay the process. When there is a big world out there for you and I to serve. But because your mindset is focused on one niche and one area or one location, that's only how far you think you can go. But let me tell you, as we are stepping halfway into the year, why not challenge yourself to do something bigger than you? Why not challenge yourself to do something better? Something that will make you feel like, are you sure I can do this? Yes, you can. How? By renewing your mind. Everything starts with your thoughts. Remember, what you say is what you will have. Be very mindful of what you speak, even in seasons of uncertainty, because it will come to pass. Unless you renew your mindset and you find ways to understand the assignment that has been given to you, you will not take it lightly. People's lives are attached to the assignment that's been given to you. Do you know how many people right now want to publish books, but they don't know where to start? They want to share their expertise, but fear holds them back. They want to give out to others, but they feel afraid that they won't receive it back. But all these things are challenging you to do it anyway. Why are you waiting? Why do you feel like you need to have everything together before you make a move? Assignments are not comfortable. It's what's been given to you. Now think about primary school days, when you always used to get homework, if not every other day, every week, by your teachers. And you would huff and puff until when you come in, you get feedback and they tell you, okay, this is what you need to improve. Do it again. You do it again, you fulfill the assignment, you give it back to your teacher. The next time they say, well done, but you could do better. So you start again. You take your time to process the feedback that your teacher has given you. And the third time you give it in and they say, well done. You cannot forfeit the first and second stage in order to achieve success. Success is being able to pass the first stage before you can enter the third. And we live in an environment where we don't want to fulfill our assignment, but we want to look like an assignment for people to see that we've arrived. But we should never deceive ourselves like that. If you need to start again, do it again. If you need to humble yourself and ask for help, do so. But don't hide what is already in you, especially when you know you have what it takes to help others in their journey and walks of life. You're not here by mistake. Neither are you living for yourself. If that was the case, then probably you'll be the only one here, and all roads will lead to you. But because you've got so many people around you, you need to make sure that you're doing something that is bigger than yourself. That is called an assignment, purpose that needs to be fulfilled on time. When you've been given an assignment, yes, there is a time limit. So the life that you're living now, what are you doing to make sure that you live up to those expectations? Even when people don't take you serious, when you take yourself serious, they will find you and take you serious too. Stop waiting for people to find you. Stop waiting for people to ask you to join them. You create something unique and special in your own way and see them coming to you. That is influence. That is assignments fulfilled. Remember who you are and whose you are, because you've got so much in you. And I must tell you this again, you are enough. You don't need a lot of things to start your assignment. You just need to believe in yourself and know that it is possible. You've got life, you're here today, and you're hearing this video. What are you going to do after this video? What assignment have you been given? Whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether it's to become a wife, whether it's to build up your confidence in speaking, whether it's to publish a book, whether it's to be a stay-at-home mum, whether it's to be a business owner, whether it's to serve the charity, whether it's to serve your local community. Whatever you do, do it well and do it on purpose. Because everything we do, we are being watched. And we always want to be known for good things. Nobody wants a bad reputation. Because everything that you do, someone can tell another person, she's very diligent in her work, I'll recommend her. Or, he's really good at time management skills, I'll recommend him. What do you want to be known as once your assignments are completed? That is the question. You don't want to be known as someone that is lazy or complacent or comfortable. Just because the world is comfortable, you want to also follow suit. That's not right. Why do you want to be like someone else? Find your own assignment, fulfill it, and do it well. And see how far you will go with that. Remember, you are here for a purpose and you've got a lot to fulfill. Yes, it may be a bit demanding at times and it may be straining, but in the end, when it's completed, you will say, yes, I'm so grateful I started at the time I did. Don't delay your assignments, because delaying your assignments means that you are delaying not your destiny, but other people's destinies around you as well. I want to say a massive thank you to you for listening to this video. If you've been able to resonate with this video, I would really appreciate if you can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.